Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So this is going to be my match preview for us against Ipswich at home. So then, getting into this video, make sure to drop a like on it. I'm aiming for 6 likes on this video, just like in the last video. As of yet, we haven't hit it, which I'm slightly disappointed at. But hopefully you guys can drop a like on it right now. And yeah, get that target to 6 likes. But getting into the video. Ipswich team news. They're without Tom Adeyemi, they're without Luke Hyam, Emir Hughes, and also Andre Dazal, or however you say his name. So they're without 4 of their midfielders. And I'm pretty sure all of them have all got starts this season, or, you know, at least from the middling of last season, so they're pretty crucial midfielders to them. I'm not really too sure on who else they have, if I'm perfectly honest. I know that they have Paul Scouse or something like that, some excuse anyway, and he's started from before, so they might play him. I'm not sure who else they have. They've got David McGoldrick, who might be playing, and he seems to be quite a good player at times. On his day, you don't want to be against him. I think he's a former Forest player as well. They've got 18 points from 10 games. They're currently sitting, I think it's 8th. It's either 8th or 9th. So 18 out of a possible 30 is a very good start for a side on an extremely low budget. I'm pretty sure that their budget is even lower than ours, because they bought Kiefer Moore, or however you say his name, from some non-league side, and he was one of their best signings in January. So that shows how much of a budget that they're on. But they've signed Joe Garner. They've got I forgot his name. I'll pop him up on screen now, but he's a very, very good player, and he's been in form for them, very much so. How could I not know his name? I'm annoyed at that, I don't know his name. Well, last time I played back in 2011, they ended up winning 3-0 against us. I'm not sure whose ground it was, but I don't know. I reckon that we can easily win on today. So, getting on to our news, George Baldock isn't going to be playing. Kieran Freeman will be playing at right wing back presumably, but Baldock is coming back next week. Not sure who we've actually got, probably an away game, let's be honest. So you won't be able to see me vlog George Baldock's return. Damn it. What is wrong with me? But Wilder said that there won't be too many changes. He's not one for messing around, and he'd rather just keep a stable team. So, you know, I'm predicting about 4 changes. So, you know, I prefer doing the lineup prediction. So yeah, let's get into the lineup prediction. So, as always, in goal it is Nick Blackman. It's not Nick Blackman, it's Jamal Blackman. Nick Blackman used to play striker for us. But yeah, Jamal Blackman improved every single game. You should see a video coming out on Sunday of my top 3 signs. So you'll have to wait and see if he's in that. If you guys think he is, I don't know, tell me down in the comments. But as we saw in that Middlesbrough game at the start of the season, which I always refer back to, he made a bit of a mistake for that Rudy Gestede goal. But it's since realised that you either stay on your line or you come for the ball. You don't stay in the middle. And since his Wycombe Wanderers days, from the start of last season to this point in this season now, huge improvements. He could walk into a Premier League side, in my opinion. I reckon he could get into the I don't know, let's say the Huddersfield first team and do a good job, you know, as a bench goalkeeper. But I've been really impressed with how he's improved. In at right wing back, as I said earlier, Kieran Freeman returning from injury. I don't know, I would prefer maybe to see a Basham in at right wing back, and then we'll play 3 of the other centre backs in at centre back. But Freeman is obviously established at that role. He knows exactly what he's doing, but he just hasn't been very good this season, to put it short. He's not as composed as he was last season. He's not as, you know, confident. But hopefully Wilder can drill it into his head that last season he was a phenomenal player. There's no reason why he shouldn't be as well this season. So Freeman in at right wing back. In the centre backs, we've got CCV, Jake Wright and Jack O'Connell. So Cameron Carter-Vickers has been an excellent player for us. I'm surprised that he got into the lineup as soon as he did, but he came in on that Tuesday night, I think it was, against Bolton. And we've never looked back, have we, to be honest. He's been great getting a goal for us as well on his debut against Bolton. And yeah, he's just a phenomenal defender, as I said. And he could play for Premier League sides, in my opinion. Just like Jamal Blackman, he could walk into a Premier side. Then Jake Wright, who seems to be getting taken off at around the 60th to 70th minute mark for an attacker in the centre back, just covering whilst the 2 side ones, obviously Jack O'Connell and CCV in this case, attack. And Jack O'Connell really strong, good slide tackles, and he's very you know, no nonsense sort of defender, which we needed in the club. You know, the only no nonsense defender that we had before that you could even compare to Jack O'Connell was Jamie Cavalier. Look at how far we've come from Jamie Cavalier, you know. Then in at left back we've got Ender Stevens. He's been a great player, our best signing of the summer by far. In my opinion, he's always up and down the wing. Got an awesome cross on him, as you saw in my top 5 video the other day. And yeah, I'm really impressed with his work. 4 assists already. I want him to get another, to be honest. And then we've got Paul Coots and John Fleck in midfield. Now, I heard somewhere that one of them's out because they've got a yellow card suspension thing, 5 yellow cards. But, you know, I've just watched the team news that Wilder said, and it doesn't look like he does have any of them do have this suspension. So, Paul Coots has been the better midfielder this season, to be honest. John Fleck started off the season extremely well, but it seems to have faded out, and Paul Coots has took that role. So yeah, Paul Coots has got an awesome long pass on him. It's always going to the left over to Ender Stevens, and even to the right occasionally to, you know, Baldock or Freeman. And Fleck, he enjoys to make these little forward surges forward, but the one thing I want him to do is have an end product. Normally he shoots the ball wide or straight at the goalkeeper. He needs to get it blasted into the top corner because he's got a, you know, he's got a cultured left foot, and if he can put that to use properly, we've got to get a couple of goals from Fleck this season. Then in attacking midfield, we've got Mark Duffy. Alright, I did slate him quite a lot previously, but I've got into my head now the contribution that he does actually have, and I've accepted that he's a decent player, okay? Just decent at this current moment in time, nothing better, nothing worse, but he's better as a super sub in my opinion. This is my predicted 11, not preferred, in case you're wondering. But yeah, I prefer for him to come off the bench and we'll start Brooks in that position. But let's go on to the strikers now. Actually, we have actually got Brooks and Clark up front, so maybe in that centre mid, Carruthers was quite good, to be honest. I don't know where he's gone. I would quite like Carruthers to come in, to be honest, because he did a good job. He's very energetic. I'm not sure whether he's still out injured or what, but he seems to have just disappeared. But up front, Brooks is more of a false 9. He enjoys to do all the you know, dribbling. Leon Clark is a really good finisher. The finishes that he had against Wednesday, both of them were sublime. The chip shot especially, because it takes a good striker to be able to do that. Sorry, I thought my camera went off, it just made a noise. Yeah, a good striker. Dee's a good finish. Leon Clark has a good finish. Even if he's more of a League One player, he's shown that he could do it in the Championship. He's got just as many goals as Billy Sharp has got. David Brooks, it's only a matter of time till he gets a goal. And I feel like we're getting better every single game. And because we lost against Forest last time out, we're going to be fired up to go and win this match. I'll go on pretty much the same back line other than Freeman. Same midfield and 2 different strikers. But, well, that's not the same midfield actually, but Duffy is replacing Lundstrom, but Duffy was on the pitch anyway, so the 3 players coming into the lineup for me, I think, Freeman, Brooks and Clark. I'm not sure whether Basham was in the side thinking of it, but yeah, I think it's 3 changes, so you guys get telling me down below what changes you would make to my lineup prediction, which you can see on screen just now because I just took my face off. So yeah, make sure to drop a like on the video, make sure to reach 6 likes like I asked. So yeah, let's subscribe, enjoy the rest of your day, and peace.